Hey everyone, I'm here to talk a little bit about using the grid in your lab manual to identify minerals. And so this is how we identify minerals in the real world. We don't use pictures. Pictures aren't really all that helpful. Um, we use grids like the one you have in your lab manual. So you've got, I believe it's on page 85, 86, and 87 or something like that. You've got grids for dark to medium non-metallic minerals, and then you've got one for light colored non-metallic minerals, and then you've got one for metallic to submetallic minerals. And so you're going to use this to identify the minerals based on the descriptions that I give you over here in the little handout that I made. And so, how do we do that? Because this can be a little bit intimidating at first, definitely. So take a breath and understand that what I'm going to do, what I do in my questions that I ask you here, and I only have you do 5, is I walk you through first of all what page you should be on, and then what part of the grid you should be on. So, for example, the first thing I tell you is the mineral's luster, right? Metallic, light colored non-metallic, submetallic, light colored non-metallic, light colored non-metallic. Okay, turns out I didn't give you any dark to medium non-metallic. So they're all going to be, um, either light colored non-metallic or metallic to submetallic. Okay, so look at what I say, right? If I say metallic, be on the metallic page. If I say light colored non-metallic, be on the light colored non-metallic page. If I say submetallic, that's over here with submetallic, right? If I say light colored non-metallic, light colored non, etc., right? So I just by sheer dumb luck didn't give you any dark colored non-metallic ones, and that's fine. Okay, so once you're on the right page, then look for the hardness, right? I tell you, look, I give you the hardness, hardness of 6, hardness of 3, I give you the hardness. So if you're on, I don't know, if let's do a dark, let's just kind of run through dark here, just because I didn't give you any of those. So if I tell you that the hardness is greater than 5.5, you want to be up here. It's going to be one of these. If I tell you that the hardness is less than 5.5, you want to be down here, right? Somewhere in there, I'll tell you about the mineral's cleavage. No visible cleavage, 3 planes of cleavage, et cetera, right? So if I tell you that, the cleavage is really good, excellent, you want to be up here. If I tell you that the cleavage isn't so good, you want to be down here, right? Same thing with the soft ones. If you figure out that if I tell you that it's soft, and then I tell you, well, the cleavage is really good, you want to be up in here somewhere. If I tell you the cleavage is not so good, you want to be down here somewhere, okay? Then, once you kind of figure out where you want to be, let me zoom in a little bit. Then, so let's say that it is hard, and let's say that it does have excellent cleavage, okay? So now you're here. It's either plagioclase, feldspar, potassium feldspar, actinolite, hornblende, or augite. Okay, well, look at the description of some additional properties, and match them up with what I tell you, right? I'm not going to, leave you hanging here. I looked at the grid when I was writing the questions, okay? So just use what I tell you to narrow it down. Now, we narrow it down a little bit differently with the metallic ones. Let me see. So metallic ones, we do hardness, we do cleavage, but then we add in streak. Right, and so for a metallic mineral, I'm gonna tell you about the mineral streak. Okay, you can see here with this very first one, I tell you it has a dark gray streak. Okay, so I look at the question, breathe, it's okay. Look at the question, and then use what I tell you to guide you through this grid until you get to a name of the mineral. Then write down the name of the mineral and move on to the next one. There's only 5. It won't take you long. Okay. Now, normally, of course, in lab, I would actually give you minerals, and you would be working out the properties for yourself. We can't really do that, so we're going to do it this way. Okay, 4 and 5 are related to each other. They will actually be right next to each other on the grid. So you'll do 4, and then 5 is going to be right next to it. Okay. And then I ask you a few questions about this because 4 and 5 are kind of related to each other in a very interesting way. So once you get those 5 identified and you see what 4 and 5 are, jump on Google and and just do a little bit of researching around to see how those are related. There's also a third mineral that goes with 4 and 5, and it's an interesting trio of minerals that are actually very useful for geologists. So anyway, so there we go. If, by the way, and I say this on the exercise, but if you're googling around and you're not pretty quickly coming up with the relationship between 4 and 5, shoot me an email and say, hey, here's what I got for 4 and 5. Are they really related? Did I mess something up there? Don't bang your head against the wall or the table or whatever surface is nearby. Just shoot me an email and say, here's what I got for 4 and 5, but I'm not finding anything. And then I can say, oh, well, here's where you went wrong, and help get you on the right track, right? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you stay on track. Okay, everyone, have fun with this. The questions, the other thing I want you to do is section 3.1 and 3.2, which are just kind of asking questions about minerals in general, showing you some pictures, having you kind of think about maybe some common household items. And I did go through those, and there's some really kind of interesting questions in there that'll really, I think, make you think a little bit. As always, if you have any issues, get with me, and I will be happy to help you. Okay? Alrighty, I'm going to close this out and get it posted up. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.